What I'm going to do is just sew some long curves, and I'm going to go from corner to corner. Now, I do make an effort to kind of hit that intersection where all of the corners come together. It reinforces the corners, and it kind of keeps me on a straight line. Sewing diagonally is you don't have quite so much fabric on the inside of your sewing machine, because you have the diagonal down the center is your longest dimension, your longest distance. So what you're going to roll up over here really is just the corner. So we just are going to kind of tool along here and do some swirly lines, curvy lines, sorry, curly, swervy, whatever that word might be, or whatever it means to you. And there's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of being relatively consistent, so everything kind of sort of looks the same. So I'm just going to get to the end of this row and show you what we've done. As you can see, I'm using a light thread on top. Because there's so much low volume fabric, I wanted to use a cream color thread rather than anything with a color, because I didn't want the color on the low volume. I could have certainly used a color here and then just switched threads out, which is certainly doable. I start in the center and I work to one side, then I'll turn my quilt around and work to the other side. And so I'm going to do my curves. I'm going to go down this row, and we're just going to keep swinging around, back and forth. And you know what I forgot are my quilting gloves. But fortunately, this is a very lightweight quilt, and it's a small quilt, so I shouldn't have any problem. But it does help me to guide. I'm finding myself grabbing this with my hands, and with my quilting gloves, it's a whole lot easier to get a grip. So when I maybe change to the next row, I'm going to grab those, because I do notice that I'm missing them. And they do come in handy. There are a couple different kinds that you can get. And I've tried a few, and there's not a huge difference between them. It's just a matter of what fits for you, what you like. I like the textured fingertips, because that way it gives me a better grip. And they're all stretchy, which is kind of nice, because it gives a bit of support to your hand so you don't get quite so tired. Giving that extra squeeze, it sort of helps you endure some long hours of quilting. Of course, I don't go quite that long. And here we go. We're back to the end of this row.